Hi, I'm Rhoda Skeet. I'm 46 years old. I'm Navajo, and today's August the 12th, 2013, and we are recording in Vanderwagen. And I'm being interviewed today by Harriet.
Hello, my name is Harriet Yazzie. I'm 66 years old, and today's August 12th, and we are doing an interview. I'll be interviewing my niece, Rhoda, at the Vanderwagen Community Center. Good morning, Rhoda. How are you?
Good morning, Harriet. I'm fine, thank you.
Even though you're my niece, I really didn't see you grown up. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, where you went to school?
I'll try and keep it as brief as possible for you, Harriet. I was born, like most of my siblings, we were born in Gallup, New Mexico, at the Indian Hospital, and that's located in Gallup, New Mexico. And I was born in 1967. I was born premature. My mom and dad said that when they brought me home, I could fit in a little shoebox. I was so tiny. And that was my nickname for my dad. He used to call me Sanyaja, small lady. And he'd always look at me, since I've returned home and say, "You're not a Sanyaja, you're a big woman." He'd always tease me about that. There's 9 of my family. My oldest sister's Ada. She is a half-sister. My mom was married to a guy at a very young age. And he passed away. And so Mom was working at the laundromat, and she met Dad in Gallup, where he would walk across the street from the railroad station to the laundry place and drop off his laundry, and that's how Mom and Dad met. And from there, we have my brother Ernie, who's the oldest, my brother Ben, Ray, James, then there's my sister Sarah, and then myself. Actually, there was someone between Sarah and myself, and he died, I think, 2 weeks after he was born. I don't know what was wrong with him. But they talk a lot about him because he was named after my dad, Tommy Jr. Where am I? My sister Sarah, then myself, then my younger sister Loretta, and my younger brother Phil. They were the youngest there of all of us. So if you were to look at my family, looking back at my family, I think what my mom and dad did was, in raising us, they kind of split us apart. We were set off in maybe 2s or 3s off to school, the oldest one. So being from this community, I don't know my community very well here in Vanderwagen or Chajiltra or Cousins Road. These are different names that's known for this area. Kind of give you a history of my parents moved back to the reservation after they retired. So that's when you saw and met me. Before that, we used to travel with my father, or we would be put in boarding schools, Bureau of Indian Affairs schools. I started school at Chajiltra. I remember that, at the preschool level. I remember going to the boarding school as well and being left alone. I still remember my box number 57 and the living room in which the boys and the girls would meet. We'd either do different crafts or dance these different dances that I guess were traditional. I don't really remember to the extent of what they were trying to do. As far as the teachers, I don't really remember them being mean, but I do know that the people that ran the school, like the native people, were a little bit more meaner than
Yeah.
the teachers who mostly were Anglo. Um,